Yeah, that's a big gun.
What are you doing up here? Who is it? Is anybody there? Huh? Anybody there? So we stopped at a Walmart last night and we're up and out of there this morning, headed down to Oregon today. We're gonna go to Fort Stevens State Park is where we will be staying. The reviews sounded really good on that, so hopefully it'll be a nice place. And then I think tomorrow we were gonna drive out to see Astoria.
So we made it here to our next stop, which is Fort Stevens. It's just outside of Astoria, Oregon. I picked Astoria as a place to see on my list because a lot of movies were filmed here that are movies that I really enjoyed when I was a child and still enjoy now. The big one is the Goonies. It was filmed here on location in Astoria, so we're definitely going to check out some filming spots for that. There was also Short Circuit. I love that movie. That was also filmed here. I'm sure there's plenty of things to see for that as well. And Free Willy and Free Willy 2. Both were filmed here. And there's a handful of other movies that were also filmed here. Into the Wild and Kindergarten Cop. And yeah, so it's your quintessential Pacific Northwest oceanside town. It's going to be cool to go see, but for today we're going to go check in. I don't know if we're going to go see anything else today, but yeah, we're just going to go get settled, and hopefully we got a spot with full hookups. There's only a few available. We'll see. If not, it's water and electricity, which will be just fine as well, but we'll see. All right, so we got a full hookup site, but only for one night. Then we have to move, which is fine. The rest are electric and water. We're just going to do some laundry tonight, and that's the only thing that really holds us back when we can't do full hookups. So we don't have much to do, so we'll just knock it out this evening, and then we'll get up in the morning and move to another site. We have no idea which one it is, but this is a really nice state campground. I mean, it's very nice. All the spots are paved, and yeah, it's great. You do get a little bit of cell service, at least at the site we're at right now, which is good. And yeah, it looks like a pretty cool place, so can't wait to go check more of it out. We're gonna take Padme here to the playground and let her get some energy out because she has been pinned up all day and now she's just interested in the mud. But there she is. Yeah.
I'm mad.
Yeah, now you're all dirty. So here we are the next morning. It was a great night. Nothing too exciting happened. Pretty normal. Pretty quiet campground. We do have to move today from our full hookup site to a partial hookup, which is again fine, especially because we always make last minute reservations. So I'm never surprised if we have to move. So right now checkout is at 1 o'clock. It is almost noon now. We have gone twice to check the campsite and the people staying there are still there. Checkout is at 1. So yeah, we're just kind of waiting, which it kind of sucks because it's wasting half the day while we're sitting here. And yeah, so we're gonna wait about another 30 minutes. We're gonna go check and see if it's clear then, and if not, I guess around 1 o'clock we'll just drive the car over there and wait. And if they don't move, we'll have to tell the office, because the office said to let them know and they would run them off if they're still here past checkout time. So yeah, we're just waiting. Well, it's about 12:30 and they're still here. It's that big white one right there. So they've got it hooked up to the truck, but they still haven't moved. Great. So it is now 1 o'clock. As far as we know, they haven't moved yet. We're gonna move just in case somebody's waiting for us. And I'm just gonna go over to the visitor center and park. They got a big lot there, and Steph's gonna go ahead and check and see if they've left. And if they haven't, I'll let the visitor center know that we're waiting. So here we go. Yeah, let's move this thing out of here.
So me and Padme are just waiting. These people are still here. That doesn't look like they have any intention of leaving today. Their windows are up, their slides are out, they're still plugged in, their water's still hooked up. So I don't know if they just don't know what time checkout is, or they forgot what day it was, or if it's an error on the campground's part. She says they're definitely supposed to leave, so we're just waiting for them to send someone out to go knock on these people's door and see what the deal is. I hope they're not dead in there or something. That would be horrible. But I see no movement at all, so and they're pulling a fifth wheel with a truck, so I wouldn't think that they would have another vehicle. So I would think they would be here, but I'm not seeing any type of movement. So me and Padme are just chilling, right? Hi. Hi, Padme. You didn't say hi. She's just back there brushing Gizmo's hair. She has a Gizmo. She's brushing his hair.
It is just after 2:30 and we are finally in our spot. So that's great. Most of our day has already been wasted just waiting. Apparently, they were doing the same thing we were. They had to move, and whoever was in the site they were supposed to go to had not moved yet. The thing is, in our situation, we moved out of our site by 1 o'clock and moved to the visitor center parking lot, which is what they should have done, and they didn't, which is unfortunate because now most of our day is wasted and they cause a logjam effect, essentially. So, yep, 2:30, just after 2:30. So,
Closes at 4 and 5.
everything closes at 4 or 5 o'clock. So, but we're still gonna go. We're gonna go to the museum, at least get the map, and if anything, plot out where we're going tomorrow. So. Here in the center of town is the old jail. As you can see, it's now a film museum, which we're getting ready to go into. It's also the jail used in the opening scene of the Goonies. So he lit a fire around the outside edge of it, and then the guy pretended to hang himself in there, which we'll see his cell as well. And even right across the street is the Flamel House, and that was used in a scene from the Goonies as well, with them riding bikes around the corner, and his dad trying to fix the flag on the porch. We're gonna go in there and we're gonna check it out. And also parked up here is the original Jeep used in the movie as well, with the bullet holes still in it. So we're gonna go check that out. Look, bullet holes. It's funny, they've even got a gas can in the back. Alright, the museum was a bit of a letdown, but it was only $6. There wasn't a whole lot in there. The movie scene thing was kind of cool, I guess, but you know, I guess you got to see the filming location, and that's about it, and the original Jeep sitting out front, which you can see for free. Online it said that they had maps of the area where you could find filming locations, but they don't. There are several around here. I just picked a few key ones to go look at. So we're gonna go look at the house used in Free Willy. We're gonna look at the house used in Short Circuit. Then we're gonna head out and see the levee, where that famous scene in Free Willy where he jumped over the levee to escape was filmed. And then we might go down to the Goonies Beach. I don't know if we'll go there today or not. It might be nice to see today. It's a little bit more of a drive. It's about a 20-minute drive from downtown Astoria. So yeah, we can't go see the Goonies house. She's got it covered in tarp. There was vandalism there. They don't allow anybody back there anymore. And there's police that watch you pull into the neighborhood and will run you off if you don't look like you belong. So we don't feel like dealing with any of that trouble. So yeah, we're just gonna drive around downtown Astoria. There's other places we've missed where they've filmed and the car scene locations and stuff like that, but we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to go see these houses, and that should be it, since we've lost most of the day already anyways.
Where am I filming?
This is it.
What?
Main house.
Your destination is on the right.
That's the Free Willy house.
Oh, okay.
Alright, here's the street where the Short Circuit house is supposed to be. Somewhere around here. I'm trying to look for that deck. Don't see it.
You've arrived.
We have not arrived.
Says you have.
Oh, look. Price reduced. Is this it?
I don't know. It's
Yeah. This is the house. And it's for sale.
No.
Holy crap. $197. Since nobody's here, yeah, this is the house, the Short Circuit house, and it's for sale. So if anybody wants to buy the Short Circuit house, here it is. I'm curious how much they're asking for it. And I remember in the backdrop on the deck you could see the bridge, and sure enough, there it is. The art isn't as big as I thought, but so the house is $344,000. So yeah, if anybody's interested. I'm thinking it overgrew a bit, but it looks like right down here in that spot is where the Trans Am was disassembled. unless they used a different location for that scene, but it looks right because there's the deck of the house where they were standing, and they zoomed over here and there was his car.
So Rob jokingly said on our way up here, if the house is for sale, can we buy it? And we get here and it's totally for sale. I can't believe that crap. I told him no though. I said it's pretty, I like it, but no.
There it is.
Oh God. Oh.
So here it is, the famous levee that Willy jumps over at the climax of the movie. I'm not sure which side it was, either this side or this side. I'd have to go back and watch the movie or something, but this is, you know, the big scene where it's even on the, I think it's on the cover of the movie, on the outside of it, but it's these levees that he jumps over to be free. So there it is. Neat. Actually have a sign further down by the marina. And there's the levee right there. More elk.
More elk. Where's the one with horns? Here's the one with horns.
Elk. See the elk, Padme?
Hi elk. Hi elk.
So we're here close to the beach where Goonies was filmed. It's called Cannon Beach, and the rock is called Haystack Rock. It's about 25 miles south of where we were staying at Fort Stevens State Park, and we're getting ready to walk over there and check it out. So here it is, walking up towards it. Wow, it really is stunning. In the Pacific Ocean, our first really good sight. There's some more rocks back over here. Wow. The sand here is squeaky. And Padme thinks it's hilarious. So we definitely want to catch a West Coast sunset, and I think one of these beaches is going to be the place. We didn't bring the good camera today, and it's still a couple hours out from sunset, so I think we might venture back here, or there's another beach a little closer to where we're camping. I'm not quite sure what it looks like, but this will make some great pictures if we bring the SLR camera. So yeah, so we're gonna go back to the car and head back to our campground from here and figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow since we have a full day. I think we're gonna check out Fort Stevens a little bit.
So this beach is different, definitely different than back home. Like the sand is compact, you like really don't sink in it, and it squeaks when you walk in it, which is pretty funny. and I have seen very, very, very few shells, hardly any at all. So it's pretty neat though. I like it. So I'm glad the sand is compact because we didn't plan on coming to the beach, so we didn't bring any sandals or anything, and I just was like, oh my lord, we're gonna have so much sand in our shoes. It's gonna be everywhere. Besides Padme, who is covered in sand, I have no sand in my shoes, which is really nice.
Okay, well, it's the next morning, and Padme saw the bikes yesterday and really wanted to go for a ride. So I told her we'd go today, and I think there's a Shipwreck nearby in this park, and we're gonna see about riding our bikes down there to check it out. The fattest squirrel I've ever seen. He's huge. Look how big he is. Padme, you ready to go ride a bike? You ready? She just gets quiet.
Shuts up as soon as you start.
It's kind of nice. They've got this path just for bicycles and walking, so you don't have to go on the road. Pretty sure this leads back to the Shipwreck. Hopefully. Well, there it is. The Shipwreck. I forget the name of the boat, but I'm sure it's historically significant in some way. The name of the ship is the Peter Iredale, and it crashed, well, it ran aground here in 1906 on its way to the Columbia River. Nobody died in it, and it was just hauling normal cargo, so nothing too crazy, but it is the most accessible ship here, or shipwreck here in what they call an area where there's a ton of shipwrecks. So. Right here is Oregon. All right, yeah, push. Oregon. We're right here.
Right here.
Yeah, right at the top.
Okay.
Okay, now that we're back from our bike ride, we are going to get in the car and drive over to the fort that's here, and I think there's a couple other things to see around the park. This is one of the few gun batteries that are still here from the fort that existed here. Looks pretty cool. Don't know how well the camera is going to pick it up. All right. A bunch of hooks in the ceiling.
Hello.
Big hooks up there. Oh, looks like something pretty big was mounted here. And that looks sealed off. Like it had a window too. Okay. I have no idea what all this was. It looks like it's got a lot of blocked off doorways. There's one there. There's one there. That looks like a dumbwaiter or something. You can even see like a cable. Okay, let's go up. Cool. Man, it would be nice to know more about this. Then we would know what all this was used for. Yeah, probably. All right, which way you want to go first? All right, we'll do the bottom. I did some research afterwards and found out what all those rooms were, so I'll make sure to label them in the video. But yeah, that was really cool, and there's more to the fort. The other area, I believe, is more museum-esque, I guess is the right word. But we're gonna head over there and check it out. We have to go back out on the main road for a second and then turn in and go check that out. There is a museum there. I have no idea if any of this costs money, or we'll find out. So I completely forgot that in the state of Oregon you have to, or you're not allowed to pump your own gas. So it was a little awkward because I didn't know exactly the etiquette of it. Like, do I still go to the machine and pay, or what? I didn't know, and she let me go to the machine and pay, but I guess they don't always do it that way. But yeah, that was an awkward, interesting experience. I've never had anybody pump my gas for me. This place looks huge, and we were told it's huge. So I won't be able to film the whole thing like I did the Battery, but I'll film parts of it, and I don't know if we're gonna get to go see it all. I mean, according to the lady, it's gigantic, and she said anywhere that's open you're allowed to walk into, so you can walk through all of those buildings over there and everything. So we're gonna go check out the museum first, which is this building. Walk down from the gun down to the bottom. Looks pretty cool back here. Oh yeah, the railing's still there.
On this one.
Cool. Yeah. Oh look, they got the railing right here. So like that other Battery. Yeah, the whole rail system. Okay. And the ammunition hoist. Cool. Oh, they actually got shells in this one. Nice. Whoa, Batman. That's cool. More of that rail system. Went all the way back. Cool. Look at that motor. General Electric. Steam engine and a power turbine. Yeah. That's cool. Come with us over here. There's another room back here. All right. There's a lot more stuff here to see. A whole lot more. But we're pretty tired.
Padme.
And we haven't had lunch today, and yeah, Padme has pretty much had it. So we're gonna head back to the RV and get ready to head out tomorrow. All right, heading out this morning. Not sure where we're going. We know we're headed east into Oregon to see some falls, and that's about it. We don't have the greatest signal right here, so we have better signal over at the dump station. So we're gonna go over there and just plot our route. We know that there's a Walmart on the way, if need be, or we might just go right to a campsite. We haven't decided yet, so that's the funnest part about this trip. You never know where we're gonna end up. So, yeah, let's do this.